Good evening from my part of the world. I have an event, but this is so important to me, so let me share with you. I'll be snappy and then we'll be done. Hooray! September 14th is past. Today is 15th. My journey to another 14th September has begun today. My journey to another 14th September has begun today. Not by next year, January, or even the end of this month. It has begun today. Just like your transformation happens, the moment you have the awareness that you deserve more, you are brave enough to demand more and disciplined enough to actually work for more. Many a time we'll sit down and do all we want to do, and then when it's the beginning of the year, near the vim speed Shimu, and it gets around June, and we relent in all the seriousness that we began the year with. No. My journey into another 14th September has begun today. 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 Not January. Not even the end of this year, but today. 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 The very day you have the awareness that you want your life to change and you get to work with the changes you want to happen, that is when your life begins to change. It is the sum total that will come back to you after a year, 2 years, 5 years, over time. But the change itself begins the day you have the awareness that you deserve more and you are disciplined enough to actually get to work for more. So my journey to another 14th September has begun today, not by next year, January, not even by the end of the month. I believe our lives can change in a year. We just have to love ourselves enough to know we deserve more. Be brave enough to demand more and disciplined enough to actually work for more. This is my belief. I don't know about you. And this tells me that every day counts. So hooray, September 14th is gone. We are in 15. I can't go to sleep and then January, let me started the things I want to do for my next year. No. My journey to another 14th September has begun today. Not by next year, January. It is January now shout with the goals they set, with the prayer and fasting, with everything they want to do to change their lives. And then February, March, April. That's it. And then we come back to our old habits and our old self. So yes, I have an event, but I want to pass by and let you understand that the very moment you have the awareness that you deserve more, love yourself enough to know you deserve more, and be brave enough to work for more, to be disciplined enough to actually work for more, is the very moment the beginning of your transformation takes place. Life is not measured in years alone. It is measured in days, moments, and choices. Too often we deceive ourselves by thinking that new beginnings must align with a calendar, like January, next year, January. So I would have to wait, gallivant around in December, from now to December. Can you even imagine the transformation, the changes that can happen into my life? And then I'll go back to sleep. because 14th September is past and I'll have to go back to sleep and wait until January. We will just be frustrated in this life. We will just be frustrated in this life. Life is not measured in years alone. It is measured in days, moments, and choices. So we shouldn't deceive ourselves by thinking that new beginnings must align with a calendar. Next year, January, no. The first day of a new month, no. Or some perfect starting point, no. The truth is the journey to the next milestone of our lives begin now. Now, in this very moment, the journey to our next milestone, the milestone of our lives begin now. The day, the moment that we have the awareness that we deserve more, that we demand more, that we work for more, that is when the change begins. That is when the journey takes place, begins. For me, my journey to another 14th September, my birthday, has already begun today. Waiting for January or even the end of the month is a subtle way of postponing growth. I can't go to sleep. My journey for another year has begun today. Life does not wait for symbolic dates. Time is moving. Life does not wait for symbolic dates. Time is moving, with or without our readiness. With or without our readiness. Whether we are ready or not, whether we are prepared or not, time is moving. So why would we wait, gallivant about, spend time and energy and resources and everything into meaningless things? And then all of a sudden realize that I feel so cool and we hear about then November, December, you dimika kitikiti. No. Life does not wait for symbolic dates. Time is moving with or without our readiness. Each sunrise is a fresh page in the book of our lives. Each fresh sunlight is a new page in the book of our lives. Every day we have the gift of life. Every day we are awake. Every new dawn. Every moment that we are aware that we are living is a fresh page in the book of our lives. And each decision we make is ink on that page. It's ink on that page. The person I'll be when my next birthday arrives is being formed today, not later. It has already begun today, the 15th. Immediately 14th is over, the next day is the beginning of the next journey to the next birthday. The person I'll be when my next birthday arrives is being formed today, not later. If I waste today, I'm already shaping a weaker tomorrow. If I embrace discipline, growth, and purposeful living today, then I'm creating a stronger, wiser version of myself for my future. My birthday is not just a celebration of age, it's a reminder that I'm becoming someone new every single day. And that someone new may be someone you would want to wake up to or someone you regret even seeing, depending on what you use your life to do every day. Through every action, every thought, every choice, every decision, we are shaping the journey of the next year. We are shaping. So my birthday is not just a celebration of age. It is a reminder that I'm becoming someone new every single day. Every single day. Whether that newness is adding value to my life or draining the life out of me, I am deciding every single day through every action, every thought, and every choice. When September 14th arrives again, it will not surprise me. It would only reveal me. The next September 14th that will come wouldn't be and shouldn't be. It's not supposed to be a surprise to me. It would only reveal me, reveal the way I am living from today. The question is, will it reveal someone who has grown, stretched, and lived intentionally, or someone who simply drifted with time? The answer depends on what I do today, just like what you do today too. Even from now to 31st of December, a whole lot of changes can happen in our lives, but depending on what we use our days to do. So I will not wait for January. I will not wait for the end of this month. I choose to begin now because every day counts. Every day counts. I'm not waiting for January to set my goals and to work harder and to, no. I will not wait for the end of even this month. I choose to begin today now. As a matter of fact, I've begun that journey already because every day counts. My journey to the next 14th September is already unfolding step by step. The journey has begun today, unfolding step by step. And the outcome will be a reflection of what I chose to invest in this very moment. By the next birthday, the outcome will be what I chose to invest in this very moment. And I believe strongly that our lives can change in a year. A whole calendar year, our lives can change. A year may seem like a short span of time when measured against the length of an entire lifetime. When you think of a year, you think, oh, now then I mean, if I'm supposed to live 70 years, why am I talking about a year? But I believe our lives can change in a year. It may seem a short span of a time when we measure it against the length of an entire lifetime. Yet within a single year, lies the potential for profound transformations. Within a year, we can do so much with our lives. Our lives can change in a year, not by chance, but by the conscious decisions you and I make and the consistent actions we take. Our lives can change in a year, not by chance, but by the conscious decisions we make and the consistent actions we take. The foundation of transformation begins with self-love. With self-love. When a lot of you hear self-love, all that comes to your mind is selfishness. No. You must love yourself enough to believe that you deserve more than mediocrity. You must love yourself enough to believe that you deserve more than mediocrity, more than constant struggle. You must love yourself enough to believe that you deserve more than mediocrity. So yes, I have an event, but I have to pass here quickly to let you understand that my journey to my next birthday has begun today. Not by January, not by even the end of the month. You do January near the speed, near the fasting, prayer, working hard, setting goals, and then the next quarter we go back and relax. The way you are advertising for your business, imagine if you are able to consistently do that within the whole year, how your business will transform. And yet, and then we are always coming back to our old patterns. A year may seem like a short span of time when we measure it against the length of our entire lifetime. So we show within a year, now show the number of years you're going to live. Please ask for a year. What much can I do with my life? But I strongly believe that we can do so much within a calendar year that our lives can change for the best. Within a single year lies the potential for profound transformations. Our lives can change in a year, not by chance, but by the conscious decisions we make and the consistent actions we take. And yes, yeah, be jumadin gidi within a particular month, and then we go back to sleep, go back to relax because it be a yes sikebia bumama na this can summer ya and so your brain will get back to work and then we'll do well with our business. No, advertising the business is a problem. Obi beto ba akumi inubia, then we go back to sleep. Get into a place in life where nothing overwhelms you. When business is booming, you are still doing what you have to do. When it's not giving you the results you needed, you are still putting in the work. The foundation of transformation begins with self love. I'm not talking about the self love that gets people selfish in this life. As we are saying, on you be no. I'm talking about the self love that makes us understand, love ourselves enough, love ourselves enough to believe that we deserve more in this life than mediocrity. The self love that will make us believe that we deserve more than mediocrity in this life, more than constant struggles. We deserve more than all the constant struggles because we don't have enough information, we don't have enough knowledge, and we are struggling. One thing, you best struggle. All we need is to get knowledge and information about the situation, and yet we won't do. And we are going through unnecessary struggles, giving people the opportunity to come to our lives as if we don't have brains. As if we don't have brains just because we are not ready to learn. We are not ready for knowledge. So we must love ourselves enough to believe that we deserve more than mediocrity, more than constant struggles. If you aren't tired of struggles, I am, and I'm pulling you to that level. Well, we'll be tired of going through unnecessary struggles in this life. So let's love ourselves enough to believe that we deserve more than mediocrity, more than constant struggles, and more than the cycles that keep us stuck. The cycles, the old habits, the patterns, all the amuchiri, the sikasem, the health challenges, the relationship struggles. We deserve more than all these constant struggles. So let's love ourselves enough to understand that we deserve more than mediocrity, more than constant struggles, more than the cycles that keep us stuck. Without self-love, we can just accommodate less than we are worth. We will settle for what is handed to us just like that. And we silence the inner voice that cries out for a better life. When your soul is telling you deserve better, when is it? We are created to live, move, and have our being as ordained. Why would we just accept life, mediocrity, constant struggles, and we accept it as normal? No. Self-love is not arrogance. It is the recognition that our existence is valuable and our dreams are valid. Don't you have dreams, my dear one? Don't you have dreams? When you close your eyes, don't your dreams come to mind? Don't you have dreams of a future that you can design? Don't you have dreams of a future you can have? Self-love is not arrogance. It is the recognition that our very existence is valuable and our dreams are valid. Don't your soul desire for a better life? Yet love alone is not enough. We must also be brave enough to demand more. We must be brave enough to demand more. Bravery means Stepping into uncomfortable spaces. Stepping into uncomfortable spaces. The spaces you think are higher for you, higher than you, higher above your level. Which level is above you? Which level? You step into them 1 foot at a time, 1 foot at a time, and you grow into it. Bravery means stepping into uncomfortable spaces. In the beginning, it will be uncomfortable because we don't have enough knowledge, but we'll learn in the job. When the opportunities come, we'll grab it. We'll learn and get more ideas how our businesses are supposed to be better. We would become better. Aren't you tired of just living mediocrity? Bravery means stepping into uncomfortable spaces. Even if people make mockery of us, we don't care. We'll still take the bull by its horns. We'll still learn, we'll still study, we'll still improve, we'll still do it better. If we do it today and it doesn't come out like we want, tomorrow we'll do it again, and we'll do it again, and we'll do it again until we perfect with it. Bravery means stepping into uncomfortable spaces, breaking away from limiting beliefs. We sit down for religion to come and tell us as if we don't have brains, teaching us how life is supposed to live. Can't we think? Don't we know the difference between people's opinions and dogmas? That anybody tell us something and we are chasing. Bravery means stepping into uncomfortable spaces, breaking away from limiting beliefs. Our lives are the way it is because of our beliefs. There are times you have to sit down and have a deep conversation with yourself, with your soul, body, and spirit. Challenge your beliefs. Challenge your beliefs. My life is the way it is because of my beliefs. How did I get these beliefs? You start interrogating them. If you don't like the results that your life is giving you, it means the beliefs that has brought you here are not for you. Just throw them away. Challenge them. Step into uncomfortable spaces. Break away from limiting beliefs. How can you believe that you don't deserve a better life? You don't deserve a good life and still expect a life to bring you the goodness that He has made, provided for you. Break away from every limiting belief and refuse to remain where life has pinned you down. Where life has pinned you down, refuse to remain there. Poverty is not your portion. Poverty doesn't make you a good religious person. It makes you ignorant. Our Father God is not poor. We can't be His children and struggle through life. There is so much abundance around us. It is because we are ignorant. It is because our beliefs are limiting us. Challenge your beliefs. You deserve a better life. You deserve a good life. Your life can improve. Within a year, we can make so much changes to our lives. Refuse to be pinned down where life has left you. We deserve better lives. It means speaking up for yourself. Don't allow people to exploit you, take you for granted your entire life. Abba. There comes a time you have to start speaking for yourself. Speaking for yourself. For how long will you allow people to disrespect you? Because they think they are better than you in what? You're also a human being. And then you too, you are coming. Don't allow people to cause your soul to bleed because they will disrespect you so much that even your soul would take notice that you are being disrespected and you are still hanging around with them. What do you want, my dear? What do you want? In case you've not been told, you matter. Your life is important. You matter. You deserve to be respected, not for what you've achieved in this life, but for the simple fact that you are a human being. You deserve love and respect too. So why would people think and feel that it is in your place to respect them, but they can't respect you back in return? You are human too. You don't need all those spaces. They will destroy your soul. They will destroy your soul. Places you can't be respected, you don't belong there. Be in places, be at places where your value would be appreciated, where you be valued, where you be respected. You can, it motivates you to do more and to give more. Change will never come to the timid heart. Change will never come to the heart that hides behind excuses. Every day we have excuses. A friend of mine said, no excuse is legitimate. If you want a change in your life, as desperate as you need breath, there is no excuse. We are marching on regardless. Every day should count. Change will never come to the timid heart, to the heart that hides behind excuses. It would only come to those who are bold enough to claim it. Bravery without discipline becomes wasted energy. That is what a lot of people do in January. They will speak so much powerful things into their lives, and then second quarter, no more because their works don't match their actions. So bravery without discipline becomes wasted energy. True transformation requires discipline, 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 discipline. The daily commitments to do the small, difficult things. That is what will lead to big change. The daily commitments. It doesn't feel comfortable, but you do it. As long as it's part of your progress, you do it. You are not used to it, but you do it. Seems so difficult, yes, but you still do it anyway. And by doing it every day, you gain mastery over it. It's become like a hobby. You do it with so much passion, with so much joy. Let's say, for start here, say you're taking years of discipline to do it. How can you advertise your business in a proactive way that everybody will just come to you to buy from you? The daily commitment to do the small, difficult things that can lead to big change. Discipline is waking up early when you would rather sleep. And Anaya Odeno, and yet you know you have somewhere going. Discipline means which for that day. Discipline means saving when you rather spend. Wundim senka, and nashaniama fefeti wuriim. The things where our eyes see online. But discipline means you would rather spend. You would rather save when you would spend. When you have the beautiful things you could have spent money on, but you save that money and give yourself time, you can use that same savings, invest it into your business. Discipline means studying when you rather just scroll. It means working when you rather procrastinate. It means at the end of you pick a paper, pick your notebook, and get to action. You won't wait for a right time because there's nothing like right time. Discipline means when the idea comes to mind, you will still put camera on you and begin speaking because it tells you someone needs to hear that. Even if you are not ready for that day, but it's still geared towards your work, your growth, your transformation, you will do it anyhow. It is discipline that keeps the fire of our dreams alive long after motivation fades. When I hear people say they are motivated, then I just wink and pass. Because motivation and chakra and unless you listen to it every day. It is discipline that would wake us up even when we want to sleep again. Sleep the more, spend, waste that money, go out with friends and go do unnecessary things, do meaningless things. Motivation will just fade as quickly as it came. It is discipline that keeps the fire of our dreams alive long after motivation fades. It is discipline that holds us from meaningless things in this life. and direct our path into meaningful things. When love, bravery, and discipline come together, 1 year is enough to turn our lives around. Yes. When love for yourself enough to accept that, hey, I deserve more. I deserve more. I will therefore demand more, and I will get to work for more. That is the kind of love I'm talking about. Be brave enough to move through every obstacle and be disciplined to look beyond all the distractions and to say, even if I fall down, I'll rise up and say, here comes me again. When all these three come together, 1 year is enough to turn our lives around. We can move from brokenness to wholeness. Yes, it doesn't matter how broken we are. We can move from brokenness to wholeness, from debt to financial stability, from confusion to clarity, from stagnation to growth. Put the rest in the comment section. I'm short. All I can say is, whatever thing about your life you are not excited about, whatever aspect of your life you won't change, we can change it. We can make some huge changes to our lives in a calendar year. 1 year is a long period that whatever change we want to bring in our life, we can begin the journey and get to an appreciable level. 12 months of consistent effort, guided by the belief that we deserve more, can rewrite our entire story. Yes, 12 months, 12 months of consistent effort. And yes, 12 solid months of consistent efforts, advertising your business every day, even if it's 5 minutes a day. 12 months of consistent effort, guided by the belief that we deserve more, can rewrite our entire story. So do not underestimate what 1 year can do for you. Do not underestimate what 1 year can do for you, because I will not underestimate it. The difference between where we are today and where we could be next year lies in how much we love ourselves, how much we love ourselves, how brave we are to demand more, and how disciplined we are to work for it. So knowing where we are today is the stepping stone. Knowing where we want to go is a beautiful addition. But now coming back to find out, how do we bridge the gap between where I am and where I want to get to next year, 14th September, is where the real action is. It's where the work really takes. Our decision today. So yes, we have a whole year ahead of us. You have a whole year ahead of you too. My year has begun from September 15th. When did your year begin to? When did your year begin to? When did your year begin to? Every day counts. Every new year, every new season, and every fresh sunshine is a gift. An opportunity to rewrite parts of our story and step into a better version of ourselves. We have a whole year ahead of us. Mine has begun today. When did yours begin? It doesn't matter, you can join me on this quest to measure our lives by the next September 14th. By your next birthday, what barometers have you put in place to measure your life? What barometers have you put in place to measure your life by your next birthday? The question is not whether time will pass, because it will surely pass. It will surely will. It surely will. The question is, what areas of our lives do we need to grow and become better in? What areas of our lives do we need to grow and become better in? Growth is not accidental. I can decide to do nothing different, still go my old way. And yes, another 14 September will come and my life will still be the old me. Growth is not accidental, it is intentional. Growth is intentional, it's not accidental. Just as plants only flourish when they are watered, nurtured, and placed in the right environment, so too does our lives require deliberate investment if we are to become better. If we want to become better, it will not just happen because we desire it. It will not happen because we desire a better life. We would have to make deliberate investment into our lives and into the areas that we need change. To waste a year is to waste the potential. To use a year wisely is equally to set the foundation for a lifetime of fulfillment. First, we might need to grow in our mindset. As for this, there's no way I'll speak, there's no way I'll make a presentation without laying emphasis on mindset. Because if it doesn't change in our minds, it can't change in our hearts. And if it doesn't change in our hearts, it can't change in our actions. And we all know if it doesn't change in our actions, we can't get the results from it. So mindset is key. Our thoughts shape our reality. Our thoughts shape our reality. I told you in one of the videos about a marketer, two teams of marketers who were sent into a particular village because that village, nobody who lived there had worn shoes before. Two teams of marketers. And one came back so depressed and said, we shouldn't even start because the people, there's no way they'll buy our shoes. They've never worn shoes all their entire lives. So they closed that deal, that idea. Another team came back and said, hey, if we are able to make this so much well, with the beautiful ideas and plans we have, we'll break through, not just in that village, but the entire nation. Because nobody in that village has ever worn shoes, meaning everybody is a potential customer. The same situation, the same scenario, different mindset. So at the end of the day, they'll get different results too. So the fact that we all went through the same school, get to the same salary at the end of the month, because of our mindsets, the results of our lives will be different. Mindset is key. If we don't find times that will sit back and interrogate our mindsets and challenge our mindset, we'll just drift through lives. We'll never live, actually. Mindset is key. The same things troubling us, making us depressed and sorrowful. Somebody's mindset is making the person enjoy that thing so much, and they are thinking of how they can use that same thing to help other people. It is mindset. It is mindset. That's why a wise man said, nothing is good or bad. It is thinking that makes it so. Our thoughts shape our reality. If we constantly live with fear, doubt, or negativity, we will sabotage our own progress. I am telling you. If we live in fear, doubt, self doubt, or negativity, we will sabotage our own progress. A year of training our minds to focus on possibilities instead can unlock doors we didn't even know existed. a year of training our minds to focus on possibilities instead of limitations, can unlock doors, can unlock opportunities, can bring growth, huge growth, good people. I mean, supporters, people who support us, people who assist us, just because we train our minds to focus on possibilities instead of limitation. It can unlock huge opportunities that we never thought existed. So mindset is key. Number 2, relationships. We might need to grow in our relationships. We might need to grow in our relationships. We are believing God for a better life. We are going to work for a better life. We are desiring a better life. A nipa would bring that better life. Yesterday, I was having a conversation with a younger person, and I was telling him that everything we need to have a good life is already provided in this life. It is with others. It is with others. Our attitude, our relationships with them, the service and the products we offer to them will make them bring the things we so desire to. Everything we desire to have a better life is already provided in this life. They are already with people. Is it money? Money is already all around us. Our attitude, our relationship, the way we treat people. It is so amazing that we are so religious as a people, and yet we are so mean, so wicked, so disrespectful. Why am I supposed to know who you are before I can respect you? Aren't you human? Am I also not human? Relationships are currencies we need. If there's any prayer we are supposed to pray, pray for the universe to bring good people into your life. Good people into your life. And be a good person too, with a good heart. It is so unfortunate this generation uses people to get things. So those who have come from the pure heart, who would rather tender in things so they can build beautiful bonds and connection with people, they are taken for granted. They are despised, no regard. So the users seem like they are triumphing. And those with the pure hearts are being used. You might need to grow in your relationships because God is not going to throw anything down from us to us as we've been socialized to believe. He will use people, relationships. Don't just be a person who just receives without giving anything back in return. Pour into your relationships in as much as you are poured into. So secondly, you might need to grow in your relationships. The people around you can either drain your energy or fuel your purpose. If you look around you, if you look at the people you consider within your inner circle and you are not motivated, you are not inspired to do more, it means you're in a cage. You are not in any inner circle. The inner circle of people should be people who inspire you to become more, to do more, and to give more. The kind of people that when you're around them, even their conversation itself will shape your life. Not talking about people, talking about events, talking about, no. Always they are talking about ideas, how they can improve in areas of their lives. So you grow up when you are with such people. The people around you can either drain your energy or fuel your purpose. Don't just take pride in surrounding yourself with just anybody. In this new season, check the people you bring into your inner circle. It's not everybody who qualifies to be in your inner circle. It's not everybody that you have to share, open up and share with. No. Some people are not mature enough for your level of becoming. The people around you can either drain your energy or fuel your purpose. Who you are allowing into your inner circle matters. Do your friendships challenge you to rise higher, or did they keep you stuck where you are? Your friendships, did they keep you stuck where you are, or they challenge you to rise higher? Nnipa na atwa wo ahyia na you qualify them to be your friends. Did they challenge you to become better, or they make you stuck? Anytime you get great ideas and share with them, they are the people who pull you down. A friend can look at your face and tell you, who says you can do that? Why would you want to do that? As for you, you can't do. And you still consider that person a friend? No, it's not a friend. No, that's not friendship. Do your friendships challenge you to rise higher, or do they keep you stuck where you are? A year invested in building meaningful, nurturing, and purposeful connections can bring peace and strength you didn't have before. A year, a whole calendar year, 12 months, invested in building meaningful, nurturing, and purposeful. Listen to these three words: nurturing, meaningful, and purposeful connections. That's 12 years invested in these can bring peace and strength you never had before. Thirdly, consider your health. I beg you, I beg you. I don't know how I can hammer this home. Consider your health, your physical, your emotional, and spiritual health. Well being without it, without well being, every other pursuit becomes shallow. When we say health is wealth, it is not just a cliche. Sɛ wonni ahoɔden a, deɛ aka nyinaa yɛ just fallacies, fantasies. Without well-being, every other pursuit becomes shallow. What good is success if your body cannot carry it? What good is success if your heart cannot enjoy it? What good is success if your soul feels empty? A year of consistent care, eating better, resting enough, managing stress, and nourishing your spirit can completely transform your quality of life. A whole 12 months of consistent care, eating better, resting enough, managing stress, and nourishing your spirit can completely transform your quality of life. Fourthly, you may need to grow in your purpose and skills. Are you becoming excellent at what you do? Are you growing by the day? Or are you just going through the motions? 1 year of consistent practice, learning and refining your crafts can elevate you from average to exceptional. Aren't you tired of being average? 1 year of consistent practice, learning and refining what you do can elevate you from average to exceptional. Yes. Remember, excellence doesn't come by accident. Excellence doesn't come by accident. It is built daily. Lastly, you need to grow in your discipline. You need to grow in your discipline. Dreams are plentiful, but discipline is rare. Dreams are plentiful, but discipline is rare. A year of showing up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it, can separate you from the majority. A year of showing up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it, can separate you from the majority. Discipline turns resolutions into habits and habits into results. So it's not just enough to periodically make resolutions, one resolution after the other, one resolution after the other, and no action. Discipline turns resolutions into habits and habits into results. The truth is, the areas in which we need to grow are not secrets. The areas in which we need to grow are not secrets. We already know them. We already know the areas we need to grow. The areas in which we need to grow, they are not secrets. We know. We seek and sue, dear unim. We salary enough, unim. Your relationships are toxic, unim. Your health is at stake, unim. They are the places in our lives where we feel the most dissatisfaction. They are the places in our lives where we feel the most dissatisfaction. The patterns that keep us repeating, stagnating. The old patterns that keep us repeating, staying at one place. The patterns we keep repeating, the old patterns that are not helping us. The bia mejayo na bosumako na what start bill. The bia mejayo na what start bill. The patterns we keep repeating that we know are not good for us will not make us have the good life we desire. The silent whispers of our conscience and the sad aspects is your soul, your conscience will only come and tell you, don't you think you deserve better? Why are you still doing this to yourself? Why are you here? Don't you think you deserve better? The year ahead is not just time, it is an invitation to change. It is an invitation to change. So, as this new stretch of days unfolds, ask yourself, where do I need to become better? Where do I need to become better? By my next 14th September, by my next birthday, how better do I want to become? In what areas? Ask yourself too. Where do I need to become better? Where do I need to stretch? Where do I need to invest? Where do I need to connect? Because if we take these questions seriously and act on them, 1 year from now, we will not recognize the person we are today. Yeah. If we take these questions seriously and act on them, 1 year from now, we will not recognize the person we are today. We would be proud of the person we will become. We would fully embrace that person. We will make ourselves proud. So let's get to action. Let's get to work. I'm tired of just talking and talking and talking. Aren't you tired too? When we pray and anticipate a better life and desire a better life, and yet we don't do anything that will bring us better lives. So year in, year out, and life is still the same. Aren't you tired? I am. And that is why I'm inviting you on this quest. Let's get to work and see the transformation that a whole calendar year can bring to our lives. So yes, until I come your way again, I say much love and blessings. Think about this. And in the comment section, let me hear your resolutions too. When you measure your life by the next 12 months, what areas do you want to work on? What areas are you not satisfied with? Let's get to work. Love yourself enough to understand that you deserve better. And be disciplined enough to work to get better. You deserve better lives. To live, move, and have our being as ordained, we can't settle for mediocrity. We deserve more. We deserve more. So let's love ourselves enough to understand that we deserve more. And if we deserve more, then we get to work to do more so we can get more. So thank you everyone for being on. I'll come your way again. Much love and blessings. I have an event, so I have to rush out. Bye for now. Thank you all for being on. Thank you for your love and support all this while. I'm grateful. I'll come your way again. I have to rush out because I have an event. Bye bye.